It's about 5:30 in the morning. Sun hasn't quite cracked the sky, and I know there's some reds around because I've already seen them. It's really too early to tell, but the water is looking pretty clear, at least from what I can see in low light. I'm starting with the popper because in terms of hookup ratio on top water, I feel this is the best lure you can use. Got it, got it, got it. Oh, oh, that is why I do this. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Listen to that. Oh, I hope he stays buttoned up. There are more here. Golly, what a strong fish. Oh, top water redfish, you guys. This fish is so gorgeous. What a fighter. What a fighter. And look at that, the sun has just come up. Oh my gosh. That is why we do it, y'all. Top water action early in the morning for redfish. It gets no better than this. This is probably a 25er. It's been out of the water for a while. And it swam off. That is all I wanted, right there. So, haven't even had time to go over conditions. There's another redfish right over there. I suppose I can talk about why I came to this spot exactly here. I was here just a few days ago and starting to have pretty good luck. I caught a red, hooked a real nice trout, and then landed a bull red, and then the sky dumped. So I knew roughly where the fish would be, and that's why I came back here. And that's been kind of the story of my summer, honestly. Been finding fish, been fishing a lot of different areas too, but everywhere I go I've been getting rained out. But today I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to have the wind that you see right now pretty much all day. I'm going to have a rising tide all day. And we should have pretty clear skies. Anyway, hopefully we'll land a few more of these on top water. But otherwise, I think I know what to throw if we don't. Got him! Oh, he got off! Man, this is so much fun. All right, last topwater cast. This area is absolutely loaded with redfish, as I knew it would be. But it seems like topwater just ain't the way, and that's okay. Topwater is always kind of a low percentage, but high excitement technique. I'm gonna go with something else that I think might work a little better. Oh, wow, look at that. Got him. Oh, no. That might be my longest sight cast ever. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. I hear it drumming from here. I don't want to, I guess I'll just boat flip it. Ugh. Hear it drumming. It's a male. That's a 19-inch red. Let me see if we can revive it. It was really hard to get the hook out. I don't want it to die. And so because it's keeper size, how I'll release it is I'll just let it stay in the net. If it starts to swim, fine, but it's turning belly up. Sometimes that happens. That's why I always bring my ice chest. I don't intend to keep fish. Sometimes you just have to. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's swimming now. Good. Well, that could have gone smoother. But the cast was perfect. Placement was perfect. Everything but getting it off the hook was perfect. And sometimes that happens with these weedless spoons. What happens is this guard, when you're trying to pull that hook out, the guard just kind of goes right back into it. Anyway, he swam off, he's fine. And we can try to catch some more. I don't know if I've seen an area loaded with redfish as much as this area is in a long, long time. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're really spooky, which is odd. You know, you normally hear people in Florida talk about how easily spooked the fish there are, but it's starting to get that way in Louisiana. It really is. Just a few years ago, I mean, I could get right on top of fish, and I've showed several videos of me doing that. It just doesn't happen that way anymore. But all right, 2 reds on 2 lures. No surprise at the weedless spoon. Oh, just had a hit. There's just so much bait here. I can't tell if it's hits or I'm just bumping into bait. Haven't even eaten breakfast yet. There's definitely trout in the mix here. I'm just not really fishing in a way that I would expect to catch a lot of trout. I'd like to catch 1 or 2 more reds and then we'll start searching for trout. That was a flounder that just came out of the water. I've never seen that before in my life. That was a flounder. All right, we're going to something that we can catch flounder on. Okay, I made this switch to this Lost Coast. I don't remember what the color name is. I've lost all my bags that had the color. I've only got 2 more of these lures, but I can also say for sure that the fish, the bait fish at least, that the game fish are eating, match this pretty closely. Got him. Oh, got him. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. God, these things are so explosive and fast. Look at that. I would put the power pole down, but we're so close to this grass and stuff. Golly, this fish. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my God. I can't believe this fish is still on. This fish is a pro. It knows exactly how to fight. And we saw it, it's been feeding, so it has a ton of energy. Man, I caught a bull red in Grand Isle just a couple weeks ago. It didn't fight nearly as hard as this fish. These Hopedale reds, man, they are healthy, and right now they are thick. Got him. Whew. All right. That is why you go to Hopedale. Just look at this fish. Well, if I'm honest, lure probably doesn't matter today. Making a good cast probably matters a lot more. I've said it already, but I never know how I edit these. I gotta give a big shout out to Joey from Lost Coast. If it wasn't for him and giving me these lures, I wouldn't know really how to fish Texas rig. And all of the techniques that I've used today, this shallow water, really light lure, all of that came from trying these lures. All right, so after releasing that red, I decided to finally eat breakfast. And I noticed every fish we've caught on a different lure. So why not switch the lure again? Because I gotta say, on a day like today, I don't think lure is especially important. There's some sort of, I don't know, you might call it a mythology about redfish that they'll eat anything. And we've seen today that is obviously not true. I wish I could have all those topwater casts back, for example. Redfish, though, are incredibly opportunistic. And what they will hit is what's very easy and available to them. There's one. Look at that. All right, well, as I was saying, easy and available. That is the name of the game for reds. I mean, that was just the second cast with this lure. Well, current just blew us right into the bank. I'm cage and anchored. Let's throw there a couple more times with this. But as I was saying, the key to reds is really just making it easy for them. They typically don't follow something very far unless they really think it's enticing or they've got a good shot. And we saw that today, especially with topwater. Not only did we see with the reds and topwater that a lot of my casts just ended up spooking them, actually. And that just kind of proves my point that I'm trying to make. Those topwater casts were pretty well placed. But reds aren't just going to eat anything. And so even though we've caught 4 on 4 different lures, it doesn't mean that they're just dumb brutes that'll eat anything. They're just very opportunistic. And so it's always going to be about making the right cast in the right place. And I think I've mentioned that already in the episode. We're just going to have to get lures right in front of them. Otherwise, we're not going to catch them. And that's just how it is. Now, in the wintertime, when they're stacked up, can't you just kind of throw it in a general area? Yeah, but in the summertime, there's so much bait for them. I mean, everywhere we've gone so far today, and really, I think, let's see what time it is. It's only 7:30. I already got our limit. It's 7:30. Everywhere we've gone, there's just bait everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. That was a little trout just jumped out the water. All right, I'm gonna put this up because it's not weedless. And I just noticed that that redfish messed up the spinner. Let me actually go over this spinnerbait. We've fished so many lures today. This is a H&H Gold number 4 on an 1/8 ounce jig head. And this is a marsh demon. I forget the color name. It's a new color. I love it. It's worked in Grand Isle, Pointe-au-Chien, now Hopedale for me. It's just a really, really good color. And with Marsh Demon, I've got a little code, catch you 10. If you go to their website and put that code in, I think you get 10% off. And I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised. It took me a while to figure out their lures and the technique for their lure. You know, every plastic is different, it falls different, blah, blah, blah. But these are some really, really good lures, particularly for reds, I'm finding. That might just be because I'm much better at catching redfish than I am trout. Who knows? Now, as the sun gets a little higher in the sky, the reds are gonna stop given themselves up so easily where I can sight fish by just seeing them eat, but they're so thick here, I'm probably not going to leave the area. We'll see if we can get a double limit just in this one area. And we haven't seen a single boat. It is Sunday, no other boats. This is one of these areas that people just drive right on by. Okay, well, this is the part of every episode where I start to sight fish. You know, topwater and sight fishing are pretty much the same. But between that last red and now, I made a long run into Lake Eugenie and back. Fished a few birds, caught 2 trout, one not on camera, one on camera, little bitty, and then a bunch of catfish, including a hardhead on artificial. And if you're catching hardheads on artificial, you need to get the hell out of there. So that's what we did, but the whole point of that was really just to kill some time and let the water get a little bit higher. I wanted the water higher because it just makes the fish a little bit more predictable. They're gonna get further and further into the grass. And it looks like I just spooked one right here. As you can see already why I picked today. This is my favorite way to fish. And you can see over here, that's the bait fish we're trying to mimic. And so that's why I'm going with this H&H Cockhope. But honestly, we could go with anything. This is more about making the right cast. Got him. Oh, that was awesome. Hadn't even engaged my reel. Look at that. So yeah, we knew we'd find at least one here because there were so many here this morning. Look at that. What a fish. Oh, he broke me off. What? Oh, my drag is way too tight. Goodness. How was my drag so tight, y'all? I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. That fish is either going to end up swallowing that or some other fish is going to end up swallowing that. I really hate that. But hey, we sight fished one. We can do it again. That looks like a puppy drum too. Jesus. Can't tell if it's a drum or a sheep. Oh look, there's a whole school of them right here. I may have to net a crab the next time I see one. Yeah, that was a ton of sheep's head. I mean, we just saw 5. 1, 2. That was a drum. That was a drum. I saw its fins. I don't think I've ever seen so many sheep's head and drum just stacked up like that. Next time I see a crab, I'm going to net it and we're going to catch one of those with it. All right, y'all. That does it for this part of the episode. I'm ending it with seeing all those sheep's head because the next episode is going to be us catching all those sheep's head. So join me for the next episode. As always, family and friends first. Like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this, please comment because YouTube, for some reason, thinks that I'm no longer a saltwater fisherman and it keeps recommending my stuff to the wrong people. So if you leave a comment, that'll fix that algorithm. It'll put me back in your feed. Without further ado, I'll catch you later.